For most of us, having a crocodilian as a pet is a very obviously bad idea, but that's what happens sometimes. And we have some former pet crocodilians. In Minnesota, there was a drug bust, and in that bust, they removed 3 crocodilians, a West Nile crocodile and 2 caimans. In here, I have a dwarf caiman named Shredder. Unfortunately, due to the neglect and abuse of people, he is in really bad shape and needs some medical attention. Let's go take a look. So here he is. You'll notice the yellowing of his teeth. You'll notice his snout looks sore and raw, and he's obviously not very active. He's had broken ribs because of abuse. He's had missing toes. We don't know exactly how that happened. Being raised indoors in small tubs is not how a crocodilian is meant to be. They need space, they need water, they need sunlight. So being here in Florida, we're hoping with proper nutrition, vet and medical care, we can turn Shredder around and give him a happier second chapter. So these guys are my Croc team. This is Dante and Benny. Dante actually partnered with another zoo to bring them down from Minnesota, and we are gonna do some medical care today. Unfortunately, because of the delicate state that Shredder is in, we're gonna let him relax. The move was a lot for him. We don't want his stress levels too high, but we do need to do some medical treatments on the other 2. So let's go meet Carlos and Captain Hook. So I'm gonna actually kind of lead on Carlos. Captain Hook is a Nile crocodile, and I am still learning in my crocodilian experience, so I'm gonna have the boys lead on that one. He's a Nile crocodile, he's huge, he's aggressive, and I am going to be an aid in that one, but let's go check out Carlos first. Come on in, guys. So we're gonna start with Carlos. He's a smooth-fronted caiman, and we are going to be applying some creams to his face, which is particularly tender. Of course, that's really risky for us, so we are gonna work together as a team to control that animal. We don't like using anesthesia, especially when the animal is as delicate as they are, because they simply might not wake back up. So we're going to do it with sheer manpower, and it's gone smooth before, it's gonna go smooth today.
I say it.
You get told the games of life, you have to play life.
Yeah, when I say it, you guys say it. Squeeze them out, don't get bit.
Squeeze them out, don't get bit. I'm gonna come that way, to the side here.
Yep.
So you have more room.
Okay.
All right, you're good.
Okay, so that was a jump. I'm not hurting him at all. I'm not putting too much pressure on him. I'm just making sure nobody gets bit right now. He's obviously feeling a little grumpy, so we're gonna shut his jaws before we apply any kind of medication. To do that, I'm just gonna slide down and close his mouth. Crocodilians have a lot of jaw pressure when it comes to closing, but I can keep his mouth shut with my hands. And now I'm gonna lift up. Now he can shake, that's the risky part. If he shakes right now, I have to shake with him. Once we get the tape on there, and the tape doesn't hurt him either. That's electrical tape. It sticks to itself, creating a band, but doesn't cause any kind of abrasion on his skin. So first we're going to disinfect the area, and that's what the pink is.
Ready?
Yeah. And it's tender up there, so it does sting a little bit. And you can tell he's in a little bit of discomfort. But the vet is concerned he will actually lose the front of his jaw if we aren't treating this. So it's really important that we do so that he can maintain his whole jaw. We now are gonna apply some silver Silvadine cream, or Dante is. The silver cream is much like a Neosporin, but a medical grade. And it'll help that area recover. The sunlight helps it dry out and recover too. Basically, because of the wet, dirty conditions he was in, he started decaying. His jaw has started decaying. And we're trying to reverse that. We're hoping to see whiter teeth in the future and just a healthier animal overall. All right, we ready to release?
Yep.
Now to release, Benny's gonna try to put some rope through the tape. So that way I can get off safely and he can just pull the tape off of his mouth with the rope, and then the animal is free to go.
Take the tape off.
Okay, so as soon as the tape's off, yeah?
Tape is coming off.
Not yet. Wait till it's all the way off and then give it a second or two and then you can.
And then go. Okay.
Tape is off.
2, and... Okay. Ready?
Good job.
Okay. Woo!
Great job, Paige.
Thanks. Great job, Benny. Great job, Dorothy. Okay. So that was a really successful treatment. I think we did a great job of actually limiting stress to the animal. I know it might look a little stressful, but it is necessary for his recovery. And yeah, I got the best team in the world. So Benny's gonna top jaw rope him. They're gonna bring him out to the main area over here, so they have a little more space because he spins, and unfortunately with his previous owners they fed him with a riot shield, so they would hide behind the riot shield. He'd slam into the shield, they'd throw the food around. So basically he's been trained to charge people, which is not ideal. We don't use riot shields here because we build a respectful relationship with our animals as much as possible. So the plan for this is going to be Benny's going to top jaw rope, or they're just going to get him to swim out to the main area, and then Dante's going to jump. Now crocodiles are a lot more sensitive than caiman or alligator, so we want to be quick and precise so that we don't create a lactic acid buildup in the crocodile. Basically, we don't create too much stress because they don't handle it near as well as an alligator could. So the boys are gonna lead on this one. I am gonna jump in to apply the medication because we're gonna need all hands on deck. He's a bigger animal and he's a lot stronger. He's actually in better condition than the caiman are. So the plan right now is Benny's got the rope. We're gonna top jaw rope him just as we did with Carlos. And Dante's gonna do the jumping, and then I'll end up applying the medication, which is over there. I'll be right back.
We're gonna bring him to the main. Paige, we're bringing him to the main.
So you can tell he's quicker. He's also going to be quicker to spin. So Dante's got to be quick to remove his hands if that's the case. They just have to get him into a position where Benny can put the top jaw rope on. Notice how short his snout is? That's not normal for a West Nile crocodile. His snout is short because he was raised in a tiny tub. And we're going to try to get him around the corner, hopefully without him hitting himself into the concrete. Come on, bud. There we go. We just have a bigger workspace over there, so we're going to bring him to our bigger workspace for the safety of everybody, especially Dante right now. He's trying to move real slow. He's trying to move real slow because he doesn't want him in that little corridor to whip around and impact his sore jaw on the concrete. But we've successfully made it out of there. Now it's going to be Benny to get the top jaw rope on. This crocodile is really good at throwing the rope. So it takes a precarious throw. And if Dante lets go of the tail, Benny's in trouble. There you go. Beautiful.
You good with one?
Yeah.
So what we're seeing now is called a death roll. The crocodile rolled himself all the way around. In the wild, they would use that primarily as a predatory instinct. They grab something too big, a gazelle. They can't eat it in one bite. They roll around a piece so that they can swallow a bite-sized chunk.
Do you want to jump behind him?
I can jump behind him.
You're just going to go off the fence.
That's fine. Don't roll, bud. All right, I'm right behind you whenever Dante.
I'm gonna count to 3.
Uh-huh.
Benny, you good?
Yeah, good.
Hold on. I don't like his position.
Go this way a little bit.
He's just curled up.
Oh, yeah, all right, ready? Straightened out. Perfect.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
want to loosen it up just a little bit, Ben?
Yep. We can cut it if we need to.
Yeah, we may have to cut it.
Yeah.
Or if I had a stick. This is very dangerous. Crocodiles and alligators, all crocodilians have these little sensors all over their face. And for crocodiles, it's all over their body. They're called ISOs. They're sensory organs more sensitive than our fingertips. So he can feel all the vibration and movement going on around him. So one slip up and I might lose my hand.
The reason he's trying to remove the rope is because we can't close his jaw with the rope where it is on that tooth. So to finish the rest of the treatment, we're gonna have to get rid of it. There we go. All right, now the next step is gonna be to put the tape on.
Ready, Paige?
Yeah, can I tape it? Oh, yep.
Ready?
And again, the tape is not going to hurt the crocodile. It doesn't stick to his skin, sticks to itself. It's electrical tape. It comes right off pretty easily. And we're going to rinse off his nose where some dirt got on it, so that's where we need to apply the medicine. So we don't want it dirty for the application, or as little dirt as possible. So right here, we've got some injuries that are not healing as quickly as they should. So that's why we're going to disinfect, put some cream on. And hopefully this will be one of the last treatments that he needs, so that he can really start settling in under better health. That disinfects the wounds.
Yeah.
There's a little scar maybe?
There's just abnormalities. This animal is also really fat up in the jowls and on the belly. The overweightness is because he was fed a diet of chicken, which is not very nutritious for a crocodilian. Ideally, we would have a lot more fish, a lot more lean protein. Fatty chicken is just not what they would get in the wild.
Head tilt, so it's like to the...
You ready?
Yeah.
We get this stuff out of the way.
Tell me when you want me off.
We'll take the tape off first.
Or do you want to take the tape off and release, or do you want to just pull it off? Alright.
All right.
He's going for Benny. He's coming to get me. Can you splash a little bit?
What's that?
Splash a little bit, show him the water.
You're not as salty, but come here.
There you go.
All right, so what we're going to do now is just try to get him in the water. That's where he's most comfortable. He's a little nervous out here, and we don't want him banging up anywhere near the cement or the gate. So we're going to try to get him in the water, but I'm not putting my hand near this animal.
All right, so what he just did caused the crocodile no pain at all. An incredibly strong animal. He was just bringing him back to the water so that he didn't run up and try to bang his face on the gates, which the face is really what we're trying to protect.
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt the animal at all. Their tails are 98% muscle, so it's all good.
And you know, Dante's 98% McDonald's, so it wasn't really a fair fight. went awesome. I'm really pleased with the care we gave. I'm really pleased with the limited amount of time we were on the animal. I think that it was a successful treatment. We'll keep you guys updated. I'm hoping that Captain Hook and Carlos and Shredder make a full recovery. They deserve it. They've lived their whole life out of sunlight. This is the first time they've had dirt under their feet. They're deserving animals, and we hope we can do right by them. See you next time on Paige's Planet.
See you later.
Bye,
Crocs
guys.
rule.
Hello everybody, my name is Paige. This is Cooper, the Asian water monitor. Isn't he handsome? So this big guy used to be someone's pet, like a dog or cat at your house. He was living on a back porch in Spring Hill. We're glad he's here now, and he's my favorite reptile here. We're gonna meet a bunch of different reptiles today, but first, would you guys like to pet Cooper? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna bring him by you. You're welcome to touch. So reptiles all have a couple of things in common. They have scaly skin, and we're gonna feel a lot of different kinds of scales.